If you ever needed Windows on your Mac, you've probably heard of Parallels. But what I want to show you today isn't just how to run Windows, it's how my Mac Studio M2 Max and other Apple devices has basically turned into a hybrid Mac and Windows machine all within one setup. Now, this entire workflow lives right here in my space, and it lets me use macOS and Windows together without having to use my second computer. Now, I do have a separate gaming PC, but ever since I've been using Parallels, I've been finding myself just swapping between Windows and Mac from my Mac Studio. Before getting into features, it's important to talk about why you'd even want Windows on a Mac in the first place. Now, for me personally, I am an engineer, and a big part of my day-to-day work revolves around Microsoft Excel. And while macOS is great overall, this is one area where Windows is still clearly ahead. With Excel, the Windows version includes features that just don't exist on macOS, things like Power Pivot, more advanced data modeling, and better compatibility with complex enterprise spreadsheets. When you're working with large files that were originally built on Windows, the Mac version doesn't always behave the same way. You get access to over 200,000 Windows applications, either from the Microsoft Store or just installing them like you would on a normal PC. Traditionally, that would mean keeping a separate Windows laptop or PC around or constantly rebooting just to access those tools. With Parallels, Windows becomes something I can open when I need it, use for a specific task, and then close without changing how I normally use my Mac. Now, if you travel with a MacBook, that flexibility is huge. And in my case, running a Mac Studio, it means I get access to Windows-only tools without adding another machine to my desk. Now, once Windows is actually part of your workflow, the next question is, how do you use it without feeling clunky? This is where a feature called Coherence Mode really changes everything. Let me show you what that looks like. So right now, I've got Windows 11 running inside Parallels. If I click this button here, Parallels switches into Coherence Mode, and the first thing you'll notice is the Windows desktop disappears completely. Instead of seeing Windows as its own operating system, I'm just seeing the Windows apps themselves floating directly inside macOS. For example, here's Microsoft Copilot running on Windows, but it behaves like a normal Mac app. I can resize it, move it around, snap it next to other apps, or minimize it exactly how you expect on macOS. So instead of switching operating systems, it feels like macOS just gained access to more apps. One thing I want to clear up is that setting this up is extremely easy. Installing Parallels feels just like installing any other app on macOS. You download it, open it up, and it walks you through everything. Parallels is authorized by Microsoft to run Windows 11 on Apple Silicon Mac, so this isn't just some type of workaround. During setup, you'll see a few different plan options. There's Standard, there's Pro, and there's Business. The biggest difference between these plans really comes down to how much RAM Windows is allowed to use. The Standard Edition is fine for lighter tasks, but has a lower memory ceiling. Once you start opening heavier apps or multiple Windows apps at the same time, you can hit that limit pretty quickly. With the Pro Edition, you can allocate significantly more RAM to Windows. That makes a big difference for things like large Excel files, data tools, or gaming. The Business Edition goes even further, but that's more geared toward managed IT environments. For personal or creator setups like this, Pro is the sweet spot. On a machine like a Mac Studio M2 Max, this matters because you're not wasting the hardware you paid for. Windows can actually breathe while macOS stays smooth at the same time. And quick side note, if you're interested in Parallels, I've got my affiliate link in the description. It helps support the channel at no extra cost to you guys, so go ahead and plug that in. One thing that really surprised me once I started using Parallels regularly is just how easy it is to move between Windows and macOS. If I want to focus fully on Windows, I can make Windows 11 full screen, and it honestly feels like I'm running Windows directly on the machine. That's what makes this usable day to day. Once switching between the two feels that easy, the next thing you notice is how connected everything is. All of my Mac files are available directly inside Windows. If I create a folder on macOS, it shows up in Windows automatically. I'm not copying files around or syncing through the cloud. It's the same files accessible from both sides. Same thing with copy and paste. I can copy text or images on macOS and paste them straight into a Windows app and vice versa. So instead of thinking I need to move this into Windows, it feels like I'm just continuing what I was already doing. That level of integration is what makes this setup feel natural instead of hacked together. Once everything feels this integrated, the next question is how it stays smooth. This is where Parallels Desktop Pro really shines. With the Pro version, you can decide how much CPU power and how much RAM Windows gets access to. On a machine like the Mac Studio, that flexibility matters a lot. If I'm doing lighter tasks, I can keep things balanced so macOS and Windows both stay responsive. If I'm doing something heavier, like running multiple Windows apps or gaming, I can give Windows more resources without slowing my macOS down. Once you understand CPU and RAM allocation, next question people ask is, can you actually game on this? And the answer is yes, but within reason. Because you're running Windows 11, you can install Steam just like you would on a PC. From there, you can get access to a huge library of Windows games that don't exist on macOS. Now, the games that you're able to play like GTA 5 run surprisingly well, especially when you give Windows enough resources. What's really cool is that this is happening on the same machine I use for work. I can be a Mac OS all day, then jump into a Windows game without rebooting or switching computers. That said, it's important to set expectations. Parallels is not meant to replace a high-end gaming PC. New super demanding AAA titles, especially competitive shooters, are where you run into limitations. Things like anti-cheat and whatnot will prevent you from playing those type of games like Warzone, Battlefield 6, etc. But for Windows-only games, older titles, indie games, or casual PC gaming, Parallels is honestly a solid option. So for me, the biggest takeaway here is flexibility. You have one machine, one desk, and macOS and Windows working together. If you want to try this for yourself, I'll leave a link in the description to Parallels Desktop 26, along with any current discounts, promo codes, or my affiliate link. If you're a power user, a creator, or someone who needs access to Windows without giving up macOS, this setup will make the perfect sense for you. So again, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.